It is 6 o'clock. WHAS 11 News begins with more on the big announcement from U of L today.
We will own our problems. We found out yesterday that we had a problem.
The Final Four home games is all they have left. And it's up to our fans, our administration, our university to lift them up.
No postseason play for the University of Louisville after a self-imposed ban. We're tracking community reaction and how the program moves forward from here.
And we'll let you know this is still a developing story at this moment. We are moments away from this live press conference with two players, the fifth-year seniors who came here to go to the tournament. Live coverage ahead.
On your side, this is WHAS 11 News.
And good evening, everyone. U of L's president decides the basketball team will not have a postseason this year based on what he's learned. The school's self-imposing a ban for tournament play this season. And
WHAS 11's Renee Murphy begins our live team coverage for us tonight at the university. Renee?
Well, Doug and Melissa, we've just gotten some new information. If you are a U of L fan and you bought ACC tournament tickets, we are hearing now from a U of L spokesperson that you can now get a refund for those tickets that you purchased because of the sanctions that were imposed today. A ban on postseason play for the U of L men's basketball programs, as the president of the university announced today that a violation did indeed occur. This whole thing got started back in October when a woman by the name of Katina Powell came forward saying that she was hired by former staffer for the basketball program, Andre McGee, to provide strippers and escorts for the men's basketball program on campus. Our coverage continues right now. We do want to go to our Heather Fontaine, who's standing by. She was at the press conference where it was all announced this afternoon. Heather?
Well, it certainly has been a difficult day for Card Nation. You could just see the look of bewilderment on head coach Rick Pitino's face. He had to tell his team that's ranked 19th in the country that they would have zero chance at a championship this year. It's an upset, especially for senior starters Trey Lewis and Damian Lee, who we will be hearing from shortly. They transferred to U of L this year with their eye on the tournament. President Ramsey told us that he received information yesterday that violations did in fact occur during a basketball program in the past, and he decided to take immediate action. Pitino has been left in the dark throughout this investigation. No one could comment on exactly what information was released yesterday because the case against Katina Powell and her book Breaking Cardinal Rules is still under investigation. But Chuck Smert, who U of L hired to conduct their own investigation, says the decision to self-impose from the postseason is a very significant step while the investigation continues.
We're going to continually evaluate and assess the information, and when we believe it rises to the level of a conclusion that a violation occurred, we're going to act, and that's what they have done.
This is a punishment I thought would never happen this season. This is a decision that's as harsh as anything I've seen. But I'm a soldier in this army, and I will go along with Dr. Ramsey, and certainly there's no one in life I have more respect for than Tom Jurich. So we will go along with this, and we will play the last 9 games of the season as if they're the last 9 games we'll ever play the game.
For now, Pitino is putting the remainder of the season in the hands of the fans, asking them to come out full force for the next 4 home games. Reporting live at U of L, I'm Heather Fontaine, WHAS 11 News.
Thank you, Heather. Now the news conference underway live. Damian Lee and Trey Lewis.
Those fifth-year seniors most directly affected by the self-imposed sanctions that U of L put in place today. Let's go there live.
But for us, I mean, you see these guys that are standing here behind us. You know, we know that they truly have our back, you know, through any situation. And, you know, it's just a blessing to be here, play for the University of Louisville, and, you know, suit up with these guys day in and day out. For, you know, a couple of you know, for us to come from where we came from, you know, put ourselves in this position, I mean, be the #2 seed right now in the ACC, and put ourselves in this position to play in the NCAA tournament. You know, once we heard the news, you know, we were truthfully devastated. And, I mean, really just heartbroken and, you know, thankful, you know, we have these guys behind us that are here and, you know, can pick us up. Another point would be, you know, you guys really haven't seen the work that this team has put in, you know, ever since we've all came together last summer. You know, we put in a lot of hard work, you know, from early mornings to late nights, you know, guys getting in the gym and even the trip to Puerto Rico, you know, seeing the growth and maturity that this team has had, you know, over the past couple of months is just amazing. And the last thing, you know, speaking for myself and speaking for Trey as well, you know, no matter what, I mean, this school and this city, this community has been so gracious and so welcoming to us, you know, in the past couple months that, you know, I can definitely speak for the both of us and say that there's no other place in the world that we would rather go, no other school in the country that we would rather go to, no other coach, no other team that we would rather play for and play with than you know, the guys that we have right here with us. You know, it's tough times, but there's definitely a silver lining in this storm. But you know, we just really just want to say thank you to everyone that's been here and that's been supporting us.
Following on what Damian just said, we were both hurt and devastated as soon as we heard this. You know, because we both feel like, you know, we don't deserve this. This team doesn't deserve this. You know, we work very hard and we put ourselves in a position, you know, to fulfill our dreams, and that was, you know, to play in the NCAA tournament. And you know, we feel like that's been taken away from both of us. But you know, it's not just about both of us. It's about these group of guys who are behind us. You know, they have to deal with this. You know, our coaching staff. And, you know, we know it's bigger than us. You know, it's not just about us right now. And but we came here on a, you know, for a purpose and a mission to play for this great school. And, you know, and the reason we came here, you know, was to play in the tournament, you know, and, you know, to play for Coach's great track record. You know, he's proven, you know, that he knows what it takes to get to that point. And, you know, that was taken away from us. So it definitely hurts. But you know, we're trying to stay as positive as we can and continue being the leaders that we are and lead this team. And this is when your faith is truly tested. And I believe, you know, the first thing I tweeted when I first got here was God got me. And I truly believe that to this day. So, you know, I'm not worried about the future right now, but I'm worried about continuing leading these guys and just, you know, moving forward the best we can.
Any questions? Yeah. Trey, what exactly did Coach Pitino say to you guys when you found out the news?
Oh, yeah, he talked to us today. I believe it was around 12 o'clock. He told us the news. Just, you know, told us that, you know, we were going to have to have a self-imposed ban, and told us exactly what happened. And we were just, our faces were just shocked. You know, we did not see this coming.
I mean, same thing that, you know, we've been doing all season, making sure that we prepare for our next opponent. So, I mean, yeah, today was, you know, a little weird, you know, once we found out. But, I mean, the energy in practice today was still great. You know, guys were, I mean, all of us were, you know, focused in, honed in on getting ready for Boston College tomorrow.
This question is for either of you, but what has it been like going through this together and then reaching this point today?
Yeah, I mean, it started when we first got here, me and Damian together. You know, we said that, you know, we're in this together, you know, thick and thin, whatever happens, you know. So right before coming to here, he's like, you know, I love you no matter what. And, like, that's the type of relationship we and him have. And so we still have each other's back. This team, you see, they wanted to be a part of this. You know, they're here with us right now. And we're going to get through this together. So I mean, we truly believe we're a family, and we want the community still behind us like they have been. And we're going to keep playing hard for them. So nothing's changed in our minds on the sense of we're still going to give it everything we have. We have 9 games left. 9 games left in the season. We're going to give everything we got.
Does it change your sense of urgency for these rest games you have left this season? Add anything to those to improve yourself for
it makes them more significant because we know this is it now. Of course, we would want to play in the tournament. We believe we are a tournament team. Every day since we've been here, Coach has been, motivating us on how to win a championship, what it takes. We've had inexperienced guys, but we feel like we know what it takes now, to win a championship. But, that's taken away. So now we know that we have these 9 games left, and we're just, this is our championship, these 9 games. This is our tournament. So we have to play like that. We have to, embrace each other and just have fun and enjoy it.
Rick Pitino said earlier today that when you guys found out the news, basically everyone came up to you and gave you a hug, both of you guys. What did that mean to you that your teammates did that?
Truthfully, it meant everything. For us, when Trey and I first found out, and when we were talking, before the team found out, we were really emotionless, just trying to, figure ways like, is this real life? Is this really happening? Then, once Coach told the team, and then guys just started to rally around us, just hugging us. We were crying, but it's of course it's when you're a little kid and you work so hard for something, and then you get to that moment where you feel like you can finally have it or you can finally taste it, and it just gets ripped away from you. It's like like you lost your best friend.
How much frustration do you all feel, though, coming here, feeling like you have that good chance to go to the tournament, and it's taken away from you for something that you all had nothing to do with?
There was a lot of range of emotions I was feeling when I was hearing the news because, it's unfair to these guys behind me. It's unfair to us because, people who weren't involved with something having to pay for the actions of people before you. So, that's frustrating in itself. And, you learn that as a young, guy growing up that, your actions, don't just, harm yourself, but they harm others around you. And so that's what we're dealing with today. We are, facing consequences that we don't deserve. But, through that, we're strengthened through our family right here, these guys behind me. There's nobody I would rather be with going through this than these guys because, of how positive people we are. But, they definitely helped us, get through this moment, just talking to the guys today.
Coach, I tried to plead for the fans. You got 4 home games left. For both of you, what do you say to the fans to come out and support you guys?
Yeah, same thing. Just come out and support us like you guys have been. We had a hell of a crowd on Monday night. So, knowing that we have 4 home games left, just why not just bring a crowd like that, every single night for, this great season that we're having. Just, continue to keep it rolling.
Yeah, this is it for us, and we just want the community to continue, doing what they have been doing. Like I said, this has been the greatest experience of my life, or as college. No matter what happens, what has happened, I've still enjoyed my time in Louisville, and we just want to go out the right way. And that'd be great if the community still sticks behind us.
What's it been like for you guys? Ever since you got here, this has been hanging over your head that maybe something like this could happen. How do you focus, or how did you go about your business every day with knowing that this possibly could happen?
Well, we shielded that from us. We weren't even thinking this would happen to us. So that's why we were so shocked now. The possibility of it happening, obviously. But we were just so in tune with coming together as a team and building on what we have been, focus on winning a championship. Coach was always giving us something, teaching us, what did it take. And that's what our goal was, and that's what our focus was on. So we weren't really thinking about this happening. So, we're preparing, going into this game, trying to, take control of the ACC, trying to win an ACC conference. And now this comes out, and it's just it's really devastating.
For Damian, obviously your preseason goals are no longer really attainable when it comes to going to the tournament, winning a national championship. How do you approach the rest of the season? What are the new goals, and how will you judge your success or accomplishments here?
Well, we still have 9 games left to play, so it's not like the season, ends today or ends tomorrow. So we still have games to go out there, go prove ourselves. For, the rest of the guys that are coming back, of course, it's games in which they can improve themselves and, look forward to get ready for next year. But for Trey and I, it's more so of, for our future. Just, what can we do to sort of put ourselves in that position, but I mean, all that really starts from the top. So it doesn't matter if, you're a guy that's coming back next year or one of us that's leaving. Still have to follow the game plan, execute, and, go by coach's strategy.
Take a couple more for you guys.
This is questions for both of you. What is the one thing that you will remember most about your short time for the UofL?
And these guys, all these guys right behind us, that's what I'm gonna remember the most. I'm gonna definitely remember the first time I walked into the Yum Center. Being on this team, it's truly an amazing place to play. I'm gonna remember looking up and seeing all the fans roaring. Remember every single moment, but I'm definitely gonna remember the more good than these bad moments.
Yeah, same. Remember more good. I feel like I have a special relationship with each guy that's on the team. So, I mean, of course, that's, not going to end. I can see, 5-10 years from now when one of these guys get married, being at their wedding.
Lots. Starting with Mott's next year.
Yeah, so starting with, a couple of these guys just getting married, just making sure that, we're always around. And, I mean, of course, the city and the community, but just, I mean, with this team, there's never a dull moment. And the great part about this team is that, you don't see one guy, by himself. If you see one of us, you see 5, 6 of us, 7 of us. So that's just, brotherhood and a friendship that's going to last lifetimes.
You guys have been since October saying, there's nothing we can do to control this. There's nothing we can do. You said God got me. I mean, how long did it take you in your lives to get to the point where you can say that and subscribe to that and not let little things get?
Yeah. Through past experiences, me and Damian talked a lot about this earlier in the year. Just what got us here. A lot of things happen outside of our control, and this is another thing that happens outside. We have nothing that we can do. If we had it our way, yeah, we would be playing in the tournament, but we don't, and it's nothing we can do about that. But you have to look for the good that can come out of this. And what I've always believed is that when your faith is tested, it gives it endurance. And now you have a chance to grow as a human being. That develops your character. So this is also character development for each and every one of us here. We're going to all look back on this, and I truly believe, good is going to come out of this situation for both of us and everybody behind us.
Last question, anybody? Great, thank you. These guys are hungry. I know they want to eat.
Yes, sir. If I had it my way.
And there you see the University of Louisville men's basketball team backing up their teammates Damian Lee and Trey Lewis, the two fifth-year seniors who are most directly affected by this self-imposed ban. No postseason play for the university.
I was struck by Damian Lee saying there is a silver lining, and it's the graciousness of this community, and there's no other place in the world we would rather been anyway.
I think most people would have trouble getting out of bed today.
Yes.
Those young men
were remarkable.
Came out, smiled, completely blew me away.
Really?
And generally, at home on television, you're used to seeing these kids talk about games in 10-second sound bites.
Mm-hmm.
I want to let you know, from knowing that these young men for this past year, that's exactly who they are every day. And their lockers are right
genuine,
next to each other.
Very
They're
grounded.
about as tight as you can come.
They did come here with expectations, though, to be in the tournament, didn't they, and play. Fifth-year seniors.
And they said that they were devastated because Trey Lewis had an opportunity to go to Ohio State, chose Louisville, wanted to play for Rick Pitino, wanted to be in the NCAA tournament. Damian Lee chose Louisville over Arizona. He wanted to play for Rick Pitino, wanted to be in the NCAA tournament. So today is crushing, but the fact that they can sit there behind that table with smiles on their faces shows just how remarkable those young men are.
Integrity. And let me ask you one more question. Who's going to be at that game tomorrow?
I think that whole place is going to be absolutely filled. You're probably going to be turning people away at the turnstiles or the metal detectors outside the Yum Center.
And Coach Pitino said give them a goodbye party. Well, the first game after this big announcement is tomorrow at noon. WHAS 11 is carrying that game live. You'll see it right here. More news in just a moment.